the Idotic Podcast.
A kid can be a kid. Why are you putting eggs in people's eyes? No. Jellyfish jam, jellyfish jam, jellyfish jam. The Rocky smashes out of the ground. Go.
And they get like
Super still used to get fighting, so that makes sense as well. Oh no.
It has nothing to do with raccoons. This is so crazy. It's not like you can
While it is new. While it is new. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe it's noon. Can you believe that it's noon? Banana Jesus Puppet is noon right now while recording this for sure. It's the opposite noon.
I'm thinking about messing with my YouTube channel. Maybe taking some videos down and stuff.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. Maybe. So that also implies that I have to actually look at my videos.
Yeah.
And like figure out if I want to take them down or not. Like, cause like I think some of them could be funny, yeah, or at least have a funny clip. But like, do I want to go through the whole thing? Oh, I should change this title to two idots go to war instead of 2 idiots go to war. Kinda with joke. 2 idots go to war. There we go. What's up?
Blow up.
What's up? Blow up. Take a little shrimp and get your glow up. I don't know what the fuck that was.
It's beach day.
It's beach day, so that's why I'm playing Wordle and starting with beach. Gotta see. So Wordle Unlimited open. So, hello, welcome to episode 52, not 42. Welcome to episode 52 of the Idotic Podcast, a podcast where we talk about
Oh, are you pointing at me?
Yes, I was. We talk about the news of the week, topics, a bunch of other random little tidbits. And yeah, this is. Do I continue this going every week or not? This is a podcast made by iDots for iDots. It doesn't feel as natural this week. Kind of doing more of a random bullshit this week for this intro.
Hey.
So that didn't really feel as natural. So I don't know if I want to stick to it or not. The past 2 weeks it felt natural, and it came off the top of my head the first on episode 50. So all I'm saying is maybe it'll be here some weeks, maybe it won't be some other weeks. We'll see how I feel about it. And yeah, so we got some news this week. I'm testing something out, so I'm hoping maybe it's all time coded and I don't have to fully like. Because I don't think I'll be able to sit through it. I do also have some little focus gummies, so maybe it'll help as well. Clearly right now, it is not. I am all over the place. I feel like I'm more all over the place than usual right now. Which is something. It is something. But yeah.
It is something.
We got some news. As always, because of course we got news. This is, we do that. We've been doing that for like...
We have?
50 episodes.
God damn.
I don't know how you're just catching on now, Fee.
We've had news this whole time?
So it's one of the main things we've been doing for the past 50 episodes, Fee. Where have you been?
I don't know. I think I take a nap during this part. Like everyone.
I mean, that means they are like still just listening through it. Like technically,
Technically.
they're just skipping, or they're not skipping it. They're just asleep.
Yeah, they're resting their eyes.
Even if they're driving to work.
Resting their eyes.
Well, I don't remember what I was gonna say. So, let's. Oh yeah, we got news, and then we're talking about critically acclaimed fan film Spider-Man Lotus. It's not critically acclaimed. It is a fan film. Figured why not talk about it? It came out on the 12th, so why not talk about it? So yeah, if you want to skip to any of the news that we have, it is all featured down below, I hope. Or if you want to just skip to the outro and be done with this and be like, this already sucks. Let me at least have some continuity involved and listen to this outro. You could do that too. Don't know why. Just click off. There's no point on going to the time codes for the outro. Click off, you know? But I don't care. I'm not your dad. I hope I'm not. It'd be kind of crazy if I was your dad. So I don't
Never met you
remember
before
having
in
sex.
my life.
And that. So, starting it off, we got William Friedkin, the director of The Exorcist. He has passed away at age 87. So, you know, rest in peace. And then we got, you know what time it is, Theo. You know what time it is. It's the same time as it has been the past 2 weeks. More.
Is it 2 a.m.?
Yep. Same time as it's, the past 2 weeks, there's always been a 2 a.m. At least once in the week. And you know that. You are on top of your time schedule. We got more WAG or WGA and SAG-AFTRA strike news. Yay! I wanna fucking can the studios just be reasonable people? Brandon Routh says the things we do help bring joy to people's lives, and that's what art is about. We help to present new and unique ideas on how we can live life in a different, more joyful way. We want to continue doing that, but we also want to be paid appropriately. Which, they should be. It's a job. They need to afford a living. Fuck. They need to fuck shit up. Am I right? It's not picking up your mic anymore.
Do it French style.
What?
They like to throw riots.
Okay. I was thinking of kissing. I was very confused on how that comes in line with strikes.
Tongue the executives.
You want what you want? Tongue an executive. Theo's foolproof motive
One
for
way of
getting what
doing
you
it.
want. Tongue the executives.
Take that as you will. Whatever it comes to your head.
Comes.
Thinking of tonguing the executives.
Whatever comes to their head, too. Stephen Amell was spotted at the SAG-AFTRA picket line in New York City. So, which, to be fair, his statement, while dumb, he didn't say he was against the union and whatnot. So, it's fine. It's fair. He said he was against the strikes, but also, how do you go about it? Well, you gotta kind of do what you gotta do, and that's what they gotta do to get what they need and what they want. Nick Offerman says, if it ain't on the page, it ain't on the screen. I'm realizing I'm kind of fucking up a little bit on my button pressing. If it ain't on a page, it ain't on the stage. We should be paying everyone fairly. We all need healthcare in this modern billionaire economy. Asking for a pittance for a fraction of 1% of a company's profits doesn't seem out of line. That's also correct. I'm agree. Spencer Grammer, no relation, of course.
Really?
Yeah, no, I know, we look alike. Maybe.
Oh yeah, for
We
sure.
don't. I think she's a blonde. Says, when I had my son, I didn't make enough earning wages that year. I didn't qualify for health insurance. I had to find outside health insurance for my child's first year, even though I had been on a popular television show and was on Rick and Morty. But that's the same thing. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Alan Tudyk adds, if you voice every episode of Rick and Morty season, you will make roughly $15,000 only. Producers have been successful in keeping pay very low for voice actors. The Simpsons and Family Guy are outliers.
Wait, Alan Tudyk said that? Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, if he's only getting paid that much for that.
Yeah.
He's a fucking legendary voice actor, too.
I mean, maybe not exactly him. It could be, like, some other people. Like, it's kind of, this is a big thing with this whole, like, actors, like, everything. Like, they don't have equal pays and stuff. It's, like, names and how the work they do and all that. It makes it very iffy. So I don't know if he's talking specifically about him. And I guess, to be fair, because he's specifically talking about, like, Rick and Morty, so I want to see who he voices in it. Alan, where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is?
It's always fun seeing Alan.
Alan is nice. I like Alan. But he's not showing up in the cast list.
Maybe he just said Rick and Morty just to say Rick and Morty.
Maybe he just really likes Rick and Morty.
Or really hates it. I don't know.
I guess. Maybe he just kind of knows who Spencer Grammer is, because it is in relation to that.
I guess so.
So, I don't know. I can, I guess, search up Alan Tudyk and Spencer Grammer.
Oh, well, Alan Tudyk does. Alan Tudyk does voice in 3 episodes, but that's it.
Yeah, so I'm not fully sure where it all comes from, but yeah, guest voice actor, Resident Alien, and Firefly. So, not fully sure on the whole pricing stuff. Maybe that's like I don't know.
Jesus Christ, is this true? And Harley Quinn, it's on IMDb for some reason. It says Alan Tudyk voices the Joker, Clayface, and Firefly. 37 episodes of Harley Quinn.
Jesus, I knew he voiced Joker.
I didn't realize that.
I didn't know about Clayface and Firefly. Firefly? He's in that show?
Probably for like 2
in,
seconds.
Yeah, he's in season 3. I think that, I don't know of anything else, but I know he's in season 3.
In Young Justice, he was Oliver Queen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Simu Liu says...
Oh, he was also Green Arrow in Injustice 2.
Yeah. Okay. Wasn't he also a Green Arrow in Super Sons movie? No, that was Tom Kenny. Different person. We like.
Tough. What the fuck?
Simu Liu says, what people often don't understand is your average SAG actor isn't a lead on a TV show making whatever amount of money per year. They're really going gig to gig and struggling, and we need to make sure the industry conditions are such that they don't get exploited. Yeah. Which people are
He
like...
voiced Superman in Justice League War.
Huh. He has a lot of things under his belt, and I don't appreciate that we didn't know that.
Like, I knew he voiced in a fuck ton. I just didn't know any of these.
What the frick?
I just knew that he was always there somewhere in a lot of shit.
He's always around.
Apparently, he's the Flash and Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, he was Optimus Prime in Earthspark.
Yeah. Steve the Pirate.
Do what you want because you're a pirate is free. You are a pirate. But then we also got Bryan Cranston on the SAG-AFTRA / WGA picket line. If we don't establish a foundation of a new contract and a new agreement that protects us, the entire union is at risk, and we can't let that happen. Seth Rogen says, to think Universal has the same priorities as Netflix is insane. That's what concerns me, honestly, is that they will be unable to bring forth a coherent and unified proposal because of their own infighting and diverging priorities. Hi. Why now? Come here. Hi. Loud ass motherfucker. Yeah, you a loud ass motherfucker. I'm gonna put you right here. There you go. You be on my blanket. Disney has created a task force to study AI and learn how it can be applied to their business to help it cut costs.
Oh, great.
Not understanding the whole point of this, Disney, you fucking Muppets. Because that's what Disney is. They're the Muppets. But then also, Bob Iger says he's committed to working towards a solution to the ongoing WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes. Nothing is more important to this company than its relationship with the creative community that includes actors, writers, animators, directors, and producers. So, what is it, Bob? We're committed to all of these amazing people behind all these amazing stories. But also, we want to use AI to, help cut costs and, like, what? That's literally the opposite of each other. Damn Muppet of a man, but not in a good way, in a bad way. He's a fucking dumbass. Give me money, Papa.
I would like money.
The live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie has been delayed to, Its start of production. Live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie has delayed its start of production until the strikes end, with fair deals for writers and actors. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will begin filming scenes without actors from September until the strike ends, with a fair deal for writers and actors. And then this is great news. Marvel VFX workers are voting to unionize because they currently get paid on a weekly flat rate. This means they don't get paid extra for overtime, hours / days, and have no protection against tight turnarounds. VFX coordinator Mark Patch says when working on WandaVision, he was told, "You're not going to have any more days off within the next 3 months until we deliver episode 10. We were already working 18-hour days." So good. Think at least there's something good here. At least they're trying to unionize. Hopefully they can, and they do.
Hopefully.
Because that is a big thing of what I want to talk about later. VFX. So hopefully, these guys can, and I hope, because it's more of a new territory there. Because, VFX is more new. So it's all big, iffy grounds, all big messes. It's tricky. It's all tricky. This whole AI shit's making it tricky. So I hope everything, works out well. I hope this all can be settled soon in the good way, not in the bad way of writers, actors, VFX workers, any of them losing their houses. Because if they do, fuck. But moving on to, this isn't really lighter news, this is just kind of other news. I guess it's not the same level of bad. It's just not something that's really lighter. It's just kind of a meh news. Suicide Squad director David Ayer says James Gunn is on board with releasing the Ayer cut. At some point, he says that Gunn said it will have its time to be shared. So, what do you think about that? Before we, delve more into all of this shit, what do you just think about that?
A what cut?
The Ayer cut.
The other director or something?
Yeah, it's the 2016 Suicide Squad director's cut. Because it got butchered by a trailer making company or some shit.
Right. I honestly forgot about him.
He will not forget about Suicide Squad. I'll tell you that.
Doesn't seem like it. I don't really care whether or not it does.
Yeah, that's fair. I won't see it either way. So, haha. Now, the reason I said before we delve into other news is because, last week we talked about Gal Gadot saying that there will be a Wonder Woman 3. So part of her quote behind that is, she says, James Gunn and Peter Safran have told her in a meeting that you're in the best hands. We're going to develop Wonder Woman 3 with you. We love you as Wonder Woman. You've got nothing to worry about. Now, blank page. That seems great, I guess. It's kind of iffy. For the whole override DCU. But then Variety reports that James Gunn and Peter Safran do not have any plans for a third Wonder Woman movie in their revamped DCU. Despite Gal Gadot's recent comments to the contrary, reportedly nothing was ever promised to Gal Gadot about Wonder Woman 3 happening or any definitive discussion about her returning in the new DCU. So I don't really know, what side is fully true, side isn't. The plans for that we have for the DCU Chapter 1 don't have any Wonder Woman stuff, so, it's kind of who knows? I guess we'll see if she appears in anything, but I don't know.
Yeah. If she doesn't, then I'm gonna guess that they're just gonna give themselves time to figure out more of what they want going on before they for sure stick with her.
Yeah, and they also kind of probably see how Aquaman does. Because if that does
I can't
well,
imagine Aquaman's gonna do well.
No. I do want to try to see it. I'm going to watch the first one, of course, first, but I heard that was good. And Jason Momoa seems like a good actor. I heard he's the best thing about Fast X. And, the only good thing about Fast X. It's I'm going to try to watch the first Aquaman movie and then see that. But I don't know. But to be fair, I didn't even watch Shazam 2 yet, and I was really looking forward to that. Then again, I heard that's bad.
Yeah.
And I'm scared to watch it. Because I like Shazam. I don't want to see a bad movie. But David Harbour says that James Gunn considers Creature Commandos to be one of the best things he's ever written. And then he also says it's hilarious, and the character I play, Frankenstein, it's a very colorful, terrific character. So cool. I mean, Creature Commandos does look pretty nice. Does look pretty good. I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah.
When it comes out. At some point.
I like animated stuff, so I'm excited.
I like how all of this whole DCU is going to be just everything. It's not going to be, here's animated stuff, here's real stuff, here's video games. I mean, maybe video games will be separate if there are any. But, like, the animated movies, the animated shows, live action stuff, those all will be interconnected. Or at least most of them will be, of course. Not everything will. Because, goddamn, if Gotham Knights somehow had to fit in with this, that would be hell.
God, no.
I'd kill myself. Blue Beetle has a simple little poster, and it will also have 2 post-credit scenes. What do you think about its little silly little poster? Little scarab inside of the Big Billy Burger box.
I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of a little silly. Wait. Wait, so is it going to IMAX?
That'd make a lot of sense.
But I didn't write this down, but I saw that the Oppenheimer is going to continue its IMAX run until the 31st. So I don't know how that's gonna work, because these are both... No, Oppenheimer isn't Warner Brothers. Huh. Interesting.
Seems like such a Warner Brothers movie.
Well, it's Christopher Nolan, so that makes sense. Christopher Nolan jumped ship. Blue Beetle. Thursday the 17th.
The fucking scarab
IMAX,
just looks
yeah,
like
it's going to IMAX.
like a turtle shell.
Cool. I won't be able to see
Fucking
this
Big
movie
Billy Burger.
until the 21st, which sucks. But cool, it's going to IMAX. Wait, what? Is there even the one? What? It's not even showing tickets for the one near me. I'm so confused. Wait, no, it is... Why is it saying this is 26 miles away from me? Where does the Cinemark app think I live? Yep.
New Jersey.
You live on the other side of Illinois from this. Why did I say Illinois? That's right, I say Illinois, because I hate myself, I guess. Okay, well, moving on to news. Again, more news. Jason Aaron is returning for to DC for a limited series called Batman Off-World. Cool. You know? Batman comics. We need more. Don't have enough at all. No, I don't care. I hear that Jason Aaron is a pretty good writer. So that's pretty cool. I need to turn my fan on because I'm dying. Alright, Theo. Are you ready for this? Best news ever of your life?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Spider-Man Reign. Getting a sequel.
Spider-Man what?
Reign. The
Reign?
comic series where MJ died by his cum. It's getting a sequel.
What?
Yeah.
How? Why?
Well, are you saying, like, how is it getting a sequel or how she died? Because the cum was radioactive.
How'd she get a sequel?
I don't know. I didn't even hear it's good. I heard it's bad.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're like, yeah, let's make another one. Let's make another storyline set in this universe. Can't wait to read it.
It's
For this podcast, we're gonna read it. No, I would kill myself.
God.
The story for the Craven the Hunter movie is described as a tragedy. When the final credits roll on this film, you won't have the feeling that this is going to end great, says J.C. Chander. Now, I'm confused by this quote because when the credits roll, I would have known how it ended. Or is this not a singular movie? Is this going to end on a cliffhanger? And that will be annoying. Because I already don't think this movie is going to be promising anymore. Because he's an animal lover that hunts
Wait, what are we
just
talking about?
Craven the Hunter movie.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what we were still talking about, but then I got confused.
Yeah, he's an animal lover, so I don't blame you. Because what the fuck is the Craven movie? Like, Aaron Taylor Johnson, cool. I like him. The rest of this? What?
He's an animal lover?
Yeah. And he's hunting down hunters, I think? Or like mob bosses or something?
So, is fucking Howard the Duck in this? Because that is literally just a thing that happened to him after he interacted with Howard.
It'd be great if the beginning scene is just him talking to a white duck. You don't get any clarification that's Howard, but you know.
Yeah, Howard the Duck, like, one of the fucking comics was, like, fucking Howard and Craven, like, all got captured, and, like, a couple other people, and they kept on just talking, and this one Howard the Duck character was just like, you fail a lot at defeating Spider-Man. You should maybe give that up. Be a good guy. And he's just like, I kill people? It's just like, no, Craven. You do good things. You killed the bad people. Did that work for you? It's just like, I guess.
I need to read that now because that sounds fucking glorious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not optimistic about the Craven movie. I think it will have some good elements. I think it will be better than Morbius. I think it could be better than Venom 2. I don't think it'll be better than Venom 1.
I haven't seen Venom 2.
Don't need to. Don't try to. You don't need to. If you want to, you can, but you don't need to. It's a movie. I'll tell you that. All you get is the explanation on how Venom went to the MCU for 2 post-credit scenes.
Oh, really?
Because the Venoms, I guess, have a multiversal hive mind. So that Venom would have known who Peter Parker was through Tobey Maguire's Venom, or the comics Venom, or whatever Venom. So then they got sucked in. So yeah. Cool.
That sucked.
So, whoa. Venom got head. I'm still so annoyed by that, though. Like, the Venom post-credit scene was like, they get transported to the MCU, and then they see Spider-Man on the news, and they're like, they lick the screen, and it's like, ooh, something. I don't know what they say. And then it's just not in No Way Home at all. And the post-credit scene of No Way Home is just, yeah, so I don't know how I got here. Ah, shit. And then he gets teleported back, but a little bit of the Venom ooze stays in the MCU.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yay.
Fuck that. I wanted Tom H v Tom H. It's what I wanted. And fuck it, throw in Loki for some reason. We can have a 3 Tom H battle. There's a lot of repetition in these Marvel movies. Yeah, Hemsworth, Evans, and Pratt. You got fucking Holland, Hardy, and Hiddleston. Where does it end? It doesn't end. That's the secret. That's the secret to success, baby. It never ends.
Yay.
Sydney Sweeney is confirmed to be playing Julia Carpenter, aka Spider Woman, in the Madam Web movie. I'm pretty sure it was like announced before, but I guess it wasn't officially confirmed or something. Because I remember saying it before.
Yeah, we definitely have talked about it before.
So I guess it's now official or something. I wonder what the Madam Web movie is going to be in correlation with everything that's going on in the Sony movies, with the MCU Spider-Man, with the Spider-Verse movies. What is Sony doing? Please tell me. I'm so confused. But before the strikes began, Hugh Jackman had a meeting with Kevin Feige about Avengers Secret Wars, where Jackman wants Wolverine to have a big role in the film. I don't want him to. I think he's a good actor. I'm sure he's a good Wolverine. I haven't seen too much of him as it. But your stories is pretty much done, Jackman. Like, I guess we'll see how Deadpool 3 works it in and all that, but, like, a big part, like, he can have a bigger part than other cameos, I'll say that. Like, it would be nice to see, like, some of the original Fantastic Four cast people there, but I don't want them to really do anything. I don't care about them. It would just be nice to see them, if it can work, not just to see them. But like Hugh Jackman, you know, I'll see him like doing something bigger than them. But I feel like Secret Wars should just be more about actual MCU characters,
Yeah.
not other characters. But Agatha, Coven of Chaos will have 9 episodes. And the Marvel's director, Nia Da Costa, says this film is going to be different from other MCU films. Tell me your reason why you think it's going to be different, Theo. What do you think she said that makes this movie different from the other MCU movies? It's going to surprise you.
What?
The answer's going to surprise you.
She cooks.
That feels sexist.
No.
Also, what? How? Fucking Mr. Falcon cooked in that one movie. Mr. Vision and Scarlet Witch cooked in that other movie.
Yes, sir.
Happy has a whole movie about him cooking. That's canon.
Yeah, but that's
that taco truck movie, whatever it's called, is canon to the MCU. Just so you know. No, so the reason it's going to be different from other MCU films is because it's going to be really wacky and silly. So different from the other MCU movies. The fuck, they're all wacky and silly. That's the problem. But she also adds, I think superhero fatigue absolutely exists. The worlds we go in this movie are worlds unlike others you've seen in the MCU, bright worlds that you haven't seen before. Guardians of the Galaxy did have some pretty bright worlds, so I was really looking forward to this movie, and I still am. But this makes me so cautious about it. So I'm worried. I hope it's good. I hope I enjoy it. I'm assuming you won't see it until it's on Disney Plus, so Jimmy and I will probably do a little segment on it. Because Jimmy's a Miss Marvel head. That's why we tried having him on the Miss Marvel episode. It sucks that he couldn't have been there for either Miss Marvel or Halo, the two main reasons he was there for that episode. But he was here for Barbie, and that's what really matters. Because Barbie is better than everything else that we've ever talked about, except Batwheels. It's on par with Batwheels.
Yeah, Batwheels.
Yeah, I love Batwheels. Batwheels, they look red and black. Batwheels hop in the back. Sorry. Bamba from BB. Red bird and wing. Burning bat rubber is their favorite thing. Supercharged actions, what you really crave. They're fired up and ready down in the bat cave. They're the bat wheels, four-wheeled fighters of crime. Bat wheels, watch them turn on dime. Bat wheels, they look red and black. Bat wheels, hop in the back. I just felt like I had to do that now. I decided to listen to my little joke playlist I have at work. And I had it on shuffle, so I didn't really know what was going to be playing next. Nor do I remember most of the songs I put in there. You know, obviously I remember Enormous Penis. Or, like, I Like Chinese. Or Man or a Muppet, of course. But I forgot I put that in there. So it just started playing. I'm just like, what the fuck? Is this? Holy shit, it is! So that was great. I do have I Am Ken. I'm Just Ken in there now, so. There's also a song called Femboy Friday that's in there.
Oh.
It's one of those songs that is good. Just got those weird lyrics.
Right.
Anyways, on to less important things than Batwheels, of course. Slightly more Marvel news. Adam Devine feels Marvel has ruined comedy films because the latter's budgets can't compete. He says he likes the Marvel films. I like Marvel, and I think those movies are cool. I was saying that studios, in trying to compete with Marvel, have stopped making mid-budget comedies. I miss seeing comedy in theaters. Now, I don't know what your opinions are on Adam Devine. I've never really liked him. Especially movies where he's the star. Like, I liked Pitch Perfect 1, but he's not the lead. Any other movie I've seen him in, I haven't really liked. Like, I'm sure he's a nice guy. But I just haven't liked anything I've seen of him. And it's just like, you know,
The movies where he's the main character has always been a bit weird.
Like, I think the problem isn't Marvel. I think the problem is the movies you're in, Adam. And maybe you. I don't know enough about how you act to know. But they're always too just comedy. Which has to be done really right if it's purely just going to be comedy. They made 3 Pitch Perfects? I only remember 2. Crazy. I'm not going to watch it.
True. So crazy.
I was curious. Bruce Lee will appear in his own anime series, House of Lee, which is set to debut in 2024. That's kind of cool. Pretty cool. Good on him. Get an anime. You like anime. Speaking of anime, did you know this? You probably did. There's going to be a 4th My Hero Academia movie coming out.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Makes a lot of sense. I meant to put this
I'm
in
not
last
caught
week.
up
I never
with
did.
that at all.
I don't know. I feel like Cass might be.
No.
Ah. Loser.
Not more caught up with me for sure, but
at least I stay up to date on my favorite things.
I wouldn't say that's one of her favorite things.
Why the fuck she had me, like, look at those characters or whatnot?
Oh.
It's not something you do with something that's not one of your favorite things. Sure, it may not be her favorite thing, but it's gotta be up there. It's just kind of weird to go, hey, what do you think of this outfit or whatever the fuck I did? I don't remember what I did. Names? Did I guess their names? That can't be right.
Maybe. I have no idea.
Powers, maybe? Maybe I guess they're power. I don't fucking remember what I did. That was weird.
I don't know.
But The Nun 2 will be the most violent movie in the Conjuring universe. So good for it. Florence Pugh is reportedly the top choice to play Rapunzel in the rumored Disney live-action Tangled film, which I don't think we really need, but I do like Florence Pugh. So, and Tangled is one of my favorite Disney princess movies. Probably actually my favorite. So, I'd watch it if she is in it. If she isn't, depends on who else is in it. I mean, I guess if also not just her. Like, it also depends on the other actors in it as well. If it's her and then a bunch of actors I do not like, I am not watching it. But, you know, I like Florence Pugh. I think she could be a good Tangled, but also Tangled, like Rapunzel, she's, like, I know Florence Pugh isn't, like, old. I'm pretty sure she's in her 20s, right? But she doesn't really look...
Yeah, she's 36.
27. But she, yeah, like, she doesn't really look, like, teenager. Because, like, Rapunzel's, like, what? Probably, like, 18? Like, she's young. I don't think she's in her 20s.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it's probably, like, she does do a lot of, I'm looking at, like, photos of Florence. She does a lot of, like, smoky eye, which, like, kind of makes her look a bit older. Like, I'm seeing, like, a photo of her without makeup, and, like, she, like, kind of looks a bit more younger. So I get, like, with makeup and stuff, you could make her look a bit younger. And I like Florence Pugh, so I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things. It's like, okay, maybe. But, Zombieverse, a reality competition series where contestants have to survive a zombie apocalypse, is now streaming on Netflix. I don't want to watch it. I just think that's an interesting concept. From the little brief bit of a trailer that I saw, doesn't look like Netflix did it good. Because it's Netflix. But it's an interesting concept, so I wanted to include it. David Dastmalchian, love that guy, wants to be a James Bond villain. Trust me when I say that I can bring something to an enemy of 007. And I think he would make a good 007 villain. Like, David Dastmalchian's a good actor. He needs to, like, be recognized more. And he has been. Luckily. But yeah, he is, like...
Is Daniel Craig still 007, or did that end?
No, he died. Spoilers for those movies. Good. He died.
That's good for him.
Oh, David Dastmalchian voiced someone in the dude that came to Gotham. What do you
Have they decided on a new 007?
No, but it's been talks with, like... fuck.
Next week on the podcast, we are both 007.
Elber, what's his first name?
Elmer Fudd.
Elber. He is...
Elmer Fudd.
He is, the Heimdall in the Thor movies. He is Bloodsport in the Suicide Squad. He's been eyed for it, but also they're like, he's a bit old and they want, like, someone who's able to do the commitment and stuff, but he is, I think I heard, down for it. Which, I mean, I would like to see him as,
Just don't sign too long of a contract, guy.
Like I think I really like. Fuck, what is his first name? Elber. 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 Elber.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. That's his name. Not Elber. Elba.
Yeah.
Idris Elba.
That's what was confusing me. I'm just like, I'm not sure. Like, I had it in my mind who you were talking about, but the Elber was just fucking with me.
Yeah, Idris Elba. I like him. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he is very
And I
good.
would like to see him as 007. I don't know if he would want to commit to like 20-ish years of Bond.
Yeah.
But yeah, David
I
S.
don't think
Malchin.
anyone should do that.
I mean, yeah, it depends on who you are.
Maybe if it's more of like an unknown actor, then sure, then it's just like, wow, big payday. But for an actor that actually could get a lot for pretty much every single appearance he makes, that's a terrible decision.
Yeah, but I mean, also, if that's something he really wants to do, it's kind of like that type of thing.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, David S. Malchin would be a great villain. And he's a great actor. And I should watch more of things he's in.
Maybe it would be good to work in like a clause into the thing to where like after like a bit he has like a option to opt in or out of a longer contract.
Yeah. Also, fucking
See how he likes it.
continuing down this fucking road of David S. Malchin is in everything. He's in the Dune movies as well. This man's in everything. He's a voice actor. He's a just normal actor. He's in shows. He's in movies. He's in fucking everything. David S. Malchin's fucking great. Cause he is Abracadabra. I'm pretty sure in The Flash. Yeah, he is. Okay. It's fun to just see David S. Malchin just in a thing when you don't expect to see him. Like, he was in Oppenheimer. And he was just I don't fully remember him being there. Oh no, I remember him. Never mind. But I wasn't expecting to see him. And I'm just like, holy shit, it's David S. Malchin. Or in Blade Runner 2049. He's just our like police coroner guy. And I was like, holy shit, it's David S. Malchin. And he's just kind of in the background of the Ant-Man movies. He's great. Wait. So David S. Malchin made it into Quantumania, but Lewis didn't. Sucks to be Lewis. But yeah, I guess maybe he did. I don't know. I haven't seen Quantumania either. But yeah, put David S. Malchin in more things, even though he is in everything already. Put him in more things. Because he's a good actor. And I like him. The Continental, from the world of John Wick, had a trailer. Which, we didn't watch, but it's big, so I decided to put it here. The Little Mermaid will release to Disney Plus on September 6th. Coraline will return to theaters on August 14th with never-before scenes directly from the Leica archives. Disney Plus will begin cracking down on password sharing starting in 2024. It's a good thing. Disney Plus hardly has anything that I even want to watch.
Still, fuck you.
Yeah, still fuck you, but I won't be buying it myself to see any of that shit. Especially with how Disney has been working lately. Fuck you, Disney.
I don't even really share my password with anyone anymore. So, like, it doesn't really affect me, but still, fuck them.
Yeah. They don't need the even extra money. They already have enough. Enough money that they should be
bottom
paying
line.
But Ahsoka had another teaser, which I forgot to send, so we did not watch. It also had some character posters, and Dave Filoni said, with Ahsoka, I'm telling the story about this mentor-student relationship that passes from Anakin to Ahsoka to Sabine. So, it's kind of weird that it is Sabine and not Ezra, but I guess Ezra already had a mentor, but also Sabine was, like, pretty there already, so it's kind of weird. Kind of confusing there.
He needs more help.
She needs more help, even though she's, like, 20-something. Maybe even 30.
Who cares? More help.
She's not trained enough in anything. She's a fuckwit.
She's useless.
But what do you think about the character trailer or posters?
Yeah, one second. Need to flip over to it again.
I think they're interesting.
Who's that first guy?
He's a bad guy.
Okay, that bad guy with that armor and that head and beard looks kind of weird together.
Yeah, he looks weird. I like the other bad guy girl. She looks pretty cool.
Yeah, she looks good.
Hera. I feel like that shade of green in like this coloring and live action just feels wrong. But Mary Elizabeth Winstead, great actress.
Yeah.
And Sabine.
Something with the eyes is just throwing me off with her.
It's just like everything there. Sabine. Again, there's something about the head.
Fucking her ass pops the fuck out. Thanks.
God damn. Sabine. I don't know. It's something about like the hair. Like there's something just off about all these, which I know like we've seen them in animated first, but there's just something off with a lot of these. It's weird. I hope that like I don't have this weird uncanny valley feeling. It's not even fully what it is, but like that's the best way I can describe it. When we actually watch the show, because I don't know.
It has that sort of feel to where like, yeah, they look like the characters, but they also, yeah, it's like if you have like a family member and then someone just photoshops their face to look a bit different, you're just like, that's not my family member. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's weird. So it's kind of like this is.
Like, it has details that look the same, but that's not them.
So I mean,
Oh,
hopefully
that's strange.
Hopefully it kind of calms down a bit better. It looks better.
It most likely will.
Yeah, I think it just kind of has
lighting
this weird,
always helps.
It's just kind of these have this weird like CGI-esque look to them, and it's definitely like the lighting for them. Like, I think that's why the second villain lady looks better because she doesn't have like a ton of lighting just on her face.
Yeah. But there's a lot of refinement that will be going into it that will fix a lot of issues.
Yeah, so they look weird, but I am still looking forward to the show as a whole. I will say that second lady is my favorite, then probably Sabine, then Hera.
I hope they don't just immediately kill her.
Yeah, because she's hot, man. What a babe. I feel so uncomfortable with what I just said. So moving on, Take-Two Interactive, the publisher behind GTA, has stated that they expect a record turning point in its next fiscal year. Rockstar is officially working with the modding team behind the widely popular GTA 5 roleplay servers, 5M and Red M. And then Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare are coming to PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch for $50, and people are mad about it. I don't give a shit, but people are mad about it.
What is coming to it?
Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare, like the little zombie Red Dead thing. Those are getting ported over.
So, Red Dead 2
Red Dead
is coming to PS5.
Red Dead Redemption. No, PS4.
No, the first one?
Yeah.
It's coming to PS4.
Yep.
What?
'Cause I
And not
guess,
PS5.
I mean, PS4 and PS5 are cross compatible, so both, I guess.
Still. Seems weird.
I don't know. Specifically, it did
Alright.
just say PS4 and Nintendo Switch, so.
Oh, Nintendo Switch. Okay, that's actually exciting for me. Otherwise, it was not exciting at all.
Yeah.
Hey, Switch. That's pretty cool.
Overwatch 2 is now the worst user-reviewed game on Steam ever. Good. Fuck them. They suck. Because also, you know how like last week or 2 weeks ago it was like, hey, John Cena's coming to Overwatch. He's not. He was only used to advertise this new season because they're like, hey, let's get this weird little stuff going on in these Twitch streams and all that, get this little buzz going, just for it to be, hey, there's a new season coming out. Like, that's so dumb. Yeah, there's some, like, PvE missions, I think, but I'm pretty sure I heard that you have to pay to play those. And I doubt they're probably good. I doubt it. I don't know, I think my Overwatch might be updated, so I can take a look later if you do have to pay to play them.
And mine is definitely not updated.
If you do have to pay to play those, that is so fucking dumb.
It is.
But get that bag, John Cena. Get that motherfucking bag. COD Modern Warfare 3 will release November 10th. Keith David will take over. Oh god. Okay, sorry. Keith David will take over the role of Zavala in Destiny after the passing of Lance Reddick. South Park Snow Day had a trailer. Assassin's Creed Mirage has moved up to October 5th for its release date. Black Forest Games, the studio behind Destroy All Humans, will be developing the TMNT Last Ronin game. The little announcement trailer had 4 candles burning with 3 of them going out, and each candle kind of was like how the turtles died in the comic. So that was kind of nice to see. And lastly, Charles Roven says they are looking to do another Uncharted sequel. The fans really liked the movie. The people who didn't know anything about the game really liked the movie. Which, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I think most people were kind of more like, with me, it's like, it was a movie. Wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It was a movie. I don't know, because that's the consensus I got from those Twitter responses as well. People are just like, it wasn't bad. And I'll say this. I won't see a sequel in theaters. I'll wait until it's on digital or Blu-ray or something. Then I'll see it. And be like, this was another movie.
Another movie.
Okay. So,
Okay.
before we, talk about Spider-Man, Lotus, because it's time to talk about Spider-Man Lotus. Before we actually talk about the movie itself, you know what we're gonna do, Theo?
What?
We're gonna talk about it's a little bit of controversies. Okay, it's 2 controversies between director Gavin K. Knop, and Peter Parker actor Wayne Warden. So, they both made some racist, misogynistic, homophobic tweets and comments in their past. They came back up to life, or up to the surface, because of a 15-year-old kid that used to look up to Gavin, but Gavin ghosted. So the kid, was like, blah! That's what I heard, at least. Or found. So in June 2022, Twitter user Thunder shared a series of screen captures showcasing a series of racist comments made by Wayne, and he admitted to it. In a lengthy post to his personal Twitter, Wayne claimed to be a changed man, He discussed his sheltered upbringing in a conservative home where racist language and attitudes were pushed onto me. Wayne said he was embarrassed and sad about who he was, but that he took responsibility for his action and was trying to be a better person. So, the thing that makes this kind of weird is the beginning of his apology. He's like, I've been wanting to come forward about this for a long time. Please read. Hello, everyone. I've decided to come out in regards to certain things about my past. I've always thought it was better to be above reproach and come forward honestly and about mistakes I made when I was younger. But like, wanting to come out for this for a while, why do you only do it when you get called out for it? That's not how that works. I wanted to do this for a while, but now that I'm forced to do it, I'll do it. But I've wanted to for so long. Like, no. Do it before. Not after. Don't say that. But then do it after you get called out on it. But the reaction to Wayne's explanation was mixed, with some doubting his sincerity. Konop addressed the controversy in a Twitter post that has been deleted. He expressed his own disgust with Wayne's comments. He also claimed to have discussed things with Wayne, and while disappointed in his lead actor and co-writer, he was satisfied with his apology. But then shortly after, another Twitter user, Berkman Boom, posted screenshots of racist, homophobic, and sexist remarks made by Gavin, which that original post has been deleted. But it's already out there. It's already known. Gavin admitted to making some of the comments, but said that other images circulating online after the initial post were fake. This included one where he allegedly insulted Spider-Man No Way Home director John Watts, which is totally the most incriminating thing he did, Totally not being racist or homophobic or misogynistic. That's fine. Insulting MCU director John Watts, which other people just already do. Like, what? Okay. He described himself as pretty much just a giant loser in high school. He admitted to making statements just to shock people. He also claimed, like Warden Wayne, to have progressed beyond his previous attitudes. This apology, however, was less than effective, and many who crowdfunded Spider-Man Lotus demanded refunds of their contributions. In response to the controversy surrounding Wayne and Gavin, the entire VFX team for Spider-Man Lotus collectively walked off the project. Max Onhammer addressed the controversy in a YouTube video, which can be below. Onhammer praised the other artists and their work before showing off some of the completed shots. He noted they regretted leaving the film, but it was no longer aligned with what Spider-Man represents as a character. So, by crowdfunding and all of it, the budget was about $100,000. I don't know how much of that went into the VFX, but I will say it looks amazing. Like, obviously it's not like MCU or like big movie quality, but it's a fan film with a good VFX done on it. Like, I'll say that, like, I think all the web swinging scenes that we got in this movie were pretty good. Like, it looked like a video game. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, it definitely looked like a video game in a lot of parts.
But not like a bad game. It was like a, early PS4 game, I'd say.
Yeah.
Which is not bad, especially for a budget of $100,000 for the whole movie, which means probably like I think $25,000 is already too much that would have been put into that. I don't know how much money goes into VFX, in total of a whole budget. I can't assume it's gonna be anything more than $25,000 when the budget's $100,000. So that, like, it looks right. I think that is one of my favorite things about this movie is just the VFX team and what they did. But before we talk any more about the movie, feel what happened in it.
Don't do this to me.
Hey, don't worry. You can just talk about it all because it doesn't matter about non-spoiling it. Here's the non-spoiler overview. Gwen died. Peter needs to learn how to get his mojo back.
Damn. Damn,
There
that's
you go.
basically all I was gonna say.
That's the non-spoiler review summary of this movie.
Basically, any of the most well-known disasters that happens in Peter's life happens,
Yeah,
and
this actually, yeah, I guess before we talk actually what happened, I guess we can this doesn't really feel like a movie on its own.
no,
It's like you said it as well, like it does just kind of feel like a summary, or it feels like I'm watching one of those like YouTube tribute videos, like multiple of
yeah,
them. Like it doesn't really feel like it's its own just movie.
it didn't feel like a movie. Also, I would
There
have
was
to say
one
that,
fight
like,
scene,
while,
real two.
like, it wasn't terrible, if I would have just been watching this without, like, the incentive to finish it for this, I would have clicked off of this several times. Like, even if I came back, I would have still clicked off of it.
Yeah, I don't think it was horrible, and for a
Yeah.
fan film, it wasn't bad.
I enjoy Star Wars fan films a lot more. They're a
Oh
lot
yeah, there's a
more,
great like, out Old Republic one. Like it's old, sure, but it's great.
yeah. They're, like, a lot more focused, and, like they want to actually get, like, a full point through. This
This
feels like it was way too long with getting its point through.
and the point wasn't even fully there, really.
Oh, I don't know fully what, like, other than. No, I have no idea what for sure. What was the, like, what was the story here? Other than
Like
the
he's
most simplest of, he was about to give up, then a child tell him not to.
Spider-Man fighting Shocker. He's late for a date. And then the whole he's gonna propose, but then the whole storyline where Green Goblin kills Gwen Stacy happens. Green Goblin also dies there.
I wanted to talk about fucking how Gwen was during that. During any scene with Peter in this. Gwen looks like she fucking hates him. There's no love there at all. That I
I
can
mean,
see.
to be fair,
She
she
fucking despises him.
to like I don't see like hate, but definitely like annoyance, which is fair. We
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to say I really like the actress for Gwen. She
Oh
did a
yeah, she
great job
looks
in
good.
this, and she looks like Gwen.
I like her scenes with anyone else but Peter.
I think I think she's just good. I don't think Peter's good. I don't think Warden Wayne did a good job. He's very emotionless, and he doesn't really
Yeah,
look like a
I
Peter.
think it was just hard to play off of him. I feel like.
Yeah. I think the actor for Harry did good. Sean Thomas Reed, he was good.
Yeah.
Mariah Brooklyn's MJ, I don't really have anything really to say. She
Fucking
wasn't too good. She wasn't bad. She was just
Harry's
kind of there.
actor definitely felt like he was, like, broken.
Yeah, like the fucking Harry actor did great. The Tunyon Powell as Gwen did great. Warden Wayne, I didn't like him at all. I think he had very too little emotion. He did angry a few
Yeah.
times, but I'm pretty sure that's one of the easiest things for actors to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Easiest thing to exaggerate for sure.
yeah, because there was like a whole fucking little moment where he was trying to cry, and they even like zoomed in on his eye, like where you would see like a tear come down. It's just nothing. It's like, all right, cool. It's literally like a very big thing in films where like you zoom in when they're sad on their eye and you see a little tear going down, but no, no tear. But then he still like afterwards he still like wiped his eyes and all that. It's like you didn't cry at all. You tried. Don't get me wrong. Warden Wayne tried to cry. He did not though, because he's not a good actor. And he doesn't look like a Peter. He's too jockey. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like he would have looked better as a Flash.
Yeah, you
It
know
was good. I like
what?
the Flash
Whenever
shows.
Flash fucking came up, I was kind of confused at first. I was thinking like, oh, that's not Peter.
Yeah, I thought that was just gonna be a random guy. And I was like, oh, hey, Flash. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, that's Flash. Okay. He's just here all of a sudden. Okay. Which is
took
just
me a second to even realize that was just someone.
yeah, I thought it was just
Until
some
they
random
like
guy.
started talking a bit more, I'm just like, oh, okay.
You're supposed to know who this is. But uh, John Salandria, for the little bit we see of Green Goblin, he did great. I liked his little
Yeah,
goblin voice.
I like the dumb mask.
I did not like the goblin mask.
I kind of liked it, but only because it looked like an actual just random Halloween mask that
Yeah,
someone would find.
yeah, that's why I
Because like
didn't
the
like it.
teeth on it
It
were
looked
just like
it's
like
so low
flapping about
quality.
as the guy was talking. I like
Like I get it's a
that.
fan film and stuff, but it's just like I feel like you could have just gone more the Sam Raimi route where it's just kind of a helmet.
It was so funny.
It looked so bad. The shocker mask didn't look good either. Like I feel like the shocker mask, if it had lenses, would be fine, but just being able to see his eyes.
I kind of wanted more color out of Shocker's
Yes,
costume.
I mean to be fair, I can get why it didn't have too much behind it because it was only there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. There was a lot of scenes to where Spider-Man's suit looked so fucking vibrant, and I love those scenes.
Yeah, this suit is great for this. I like the suit. But yeah, I think it's yeah, really the whole point of this is really death and bad things will happen, but you should still live your life.
That's
It's
pretty much just Spider-Man's entire story.
yeah, that is just what Spider-Man is. So good job, Warden. You got Spider-Man.
Did Spider-Man.
You did a Spider-Man, but bad.
Yeah.
Because there's hardly any Spider-Man, and it's just this. You know what he did? He did the Raimi movies, but bad.
He basically just filled in just like the part that Raimi didn't want to have to do, which is the sad part.
No, because Raimi does a bunch of sad
Well,
parts.
I mean, he does the sad part, but not the boring
Sad
shit
part.
of the sad part.
Like, because Raimi's movies are too sad still. Like, there's not enough of normal Spider-Man. Like, that's what I like about, like, Amazing Spider-Man. There is, like, the two sad parts, Uncle Ben's death and Gwen's death. But you also got, like, him fully quipping around. Hey, you can call me Spider-Man, you can call me Webhead, but just don't call me late for dinner. Or, like, the fucking rolling down the window
The
thing.
true New Yorkian fucking Spider-Man.
Like, I think those are great. Or, like, Tom Holland, he's very quippy. He's very, like, energetic. And then you get the sad thing in
I
Endgame and in No Way Home.
I
It's not
like
all
with
sad.
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, like people sometimes say that he was a bit too
Cool.
whatever it was. Yeah, cool. But also, whenever he's in that suit, like whenever it's actually him, like his like build of like sort of like a lanky but also strong looked fucking wonderful
Yeah, I
in
think
that
the
fucking
like
suit.
there's reasons why I still like don't hate the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Like I don't think they're great. Don't get me wrong. There's
I
problems
enjoyed
there.
them a lot.
But there's a good amount of redeeming qualities in them for me to actually,
I
you know, have a good
just
time watching them.
kind of wish that like he can still use a skateboard to get around, but I felt like it popped up a little bit too much. And
I mean, to
also
be
the
fair, also
scene.
around that time when it was being like made and stuff, that was kind of what the Peter would have been.
Yeah, I
Because
don't remember.
like I feel like around like like early 2010s, the more nerdy or like more bully type of people would have been like those type of people. So
Yeah, that's true.
because like that's the problem with the revolving door of
More
bullies,
of
or like Flash in the Homecoming. You can't have him be just a big jock because that's not what bullies are anymore. You don't
yeah,
have just a
that's
bully
true.
shoving someone in a locker anymore. It's more of like
Now it's more of like
name
an
calling.
outsider type of thing more
Yeah,
than
it's what he was doing. Penis Parker,
yeah.
name calling, just little teases online and stuff. It's not physical anymore. And yeah, like also the timeline of this Spider-Man Lotus does not make any sense. He could so Spider-Man and this Terminator kid, Tim, they play a Spider-Man game. And they show it on the screen. The Amazing Spider-Man, 2008.
Yeah.
And they later go to the cemetery where it'll show Gwen was born in 2002. Doesn't say the death, but assumably 2023, 2022. Which Tim dies because he's terminally ill and stuff, and he died in 2023. So yeah, and then Uncle Ben died in 2018. So you mean to tell me that a Spider-Man game came out 10 years before Spider-Man came out? Like, you don't need to show that what game they're playing. You can keep the rest of the scenes of the game in. You don't need to show The Amazing Spider-Man 2018 or 2008.
Yeah.
Like, that just makes it so funny because you can just cut that out and then you can just have it go, yeah, so this is my Spider-Man game. This is how you play it. You don't need to show what game they're playing. You can include it in like the credits or whatnot. So if people want to know, or like in the IMDb trivia, so if people want to know, they can find it. Don't need it in the movie, so it makes this weird little plot hole error thing.
Every single time that we just switch to like a different like scene, like a completely different thing, I'll get like confused for a moment, just like, okay, where are we at right now?
Yeah. Like, this doesn't... It's not a Spider-Man movie. Like, you get the little beginning bit where it's very Spider-Man-y, like he's flipping around and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's just sad montages.
Yeah. It actually, whenever I was in the middle of watching this, I actually had a moment to where I was just like, I kind of want to watch the CW episode instead. Because that also has this type of sad ass drama shit, but also such better action, surprisingly.
Yeah. I mean, not surprisingly. This is a fan film.
Yeah,
I would
it
hope
is
the
a lot
CW has
better.
better...
Yeah, you would hope.
That'd be so sad if this outdid CW.
That'd be awful.
See, well, I'd be fine if, like, because you can condense this movie into about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You can get the rest of that, and then you can have more Spider-Man stuff. You can include more of the leading up to, like, I get this is a fan film, so you're working on a budget. You can't show as much action stuff. But if you want to get this message across, don't use Spider-Man. Or if you want to use Spider-Man, don't do something you need 2 hours of runtime for, because then you're going to do it wrong. Do a short film, but make it look really good. Like, I like some of the creative aspects of it. I like some of the camera work. I like some of it just doesn't work.
There was a scene with him in the suit whenever he was, like, in the rain. I took a screenshot of that. I was just like, that looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, like, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. The VFX stuff, that is amazing. Like, that's awesome. And that whole, like, bridge scene, where it's just Harry, like, on the bridge. Again, sad montage, blah, 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 bad. But then it just pans up to Spider-Man just chilling on top of the bridge. That is such a nice scene. I was just like, that is good. See, there are good moments and stuff. There are good things here.
Yeah.
And I
It's
liked the little montage of them all hanging out as friends. Because that felt real.
it feels like they
Like,
should have like hired out an advisor, like a film advisor or some type of shit, just to go like, okay, so what do you think? And then they can tell them like,
this
well,
sucks.
half of this movie does not need to be here.
Yeah.
Like, you
Um,
can keep some of these cool scenes, but some of this gets confusing, and some of this
it's
kind of
really just,
crowds up the actual story.
like, I will, like, the whole montage of them all hanging around his friend, that felt very real. And I'm curious on how that was filmed. Because, like, that kind of feels more like it could have been some, like, a bit of, like, behind the scenes type of stuff of them just hanging out as a cast and, like, crew and stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Some of the parts of that definitely did, yeah. Like
because,
in between cuts type shit.
yeah, because like, they felt like they were actually just living, like, good. Like, Warden had emotion in some of them. He was having, like, he looked like he was having fun.
Yeah, I
Like,
actually seen him smile.
yeah. But yeah,
Of
like,
which, if that was all just like stuff that they actually filmed for, then good
do
job on
more
that.
of that. Don't make him just be this emotionless bastard. Especially because that's not who Spider-Man is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, whenever they were like eating at wherever they were at the beginning, fucking, they were all just like talking, having a bit of a fun time. It was just sitting there staring at them, just like, It's
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck is happening?
Like,
I feel like he's just gonna murder them in a second.
it's just, it feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, they were all, like, smiling, joking around. And then, yeah, he's just staring. I guess you can see him smiling in, like, the corner of a frame. But anytime it's focused just on him, he's not really smiling or anything.
No, he doesn't look like he's having a good time at all.
No.
And then I'm supposed to believe, like, oh yeah, this is the night that he's gonna propose.
Especially with the whole before math, it seems like they're about to more or less take a break.
Yeah. It feels like one of those times to where he's just, like, fucked up so many times that he's misread what he actually needs to do and just goes like, I'll propose,
I'll
that'll fix
propose.
it.
Yeah.
Like, no, that, you need to wait a little bit, at least. Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
But I mean, like, there's some good parts in this. There's some good things. There's vision there. I'll give him
I,
that.
I really like how fucking, like, you see this sometimes in the comics, but like MJ, I think, said that like Jameson even reached out to her saying like, hey, what's going on with Peter? Where's he been?
Oh yeah, like,
Like, even Jameson is worried about him. Like,
yeah, I like
goddamn.
Jonason or Jonason, Jameson. Um, like, I like when he's like, because sometimes he views Peter like as a son, which I love. So yeah, I wish we could have seen a Jameson in this. I want to see what they would have done.
Especially since like sometimes in those Daily Bugle things that they showed, they have some like actual like positive shit about him.
Yeah,
Like positive shit about Spider-Man, and it has to go through Jameson. So he at least had to at least have some good moments.
yeah, because it literally like said like Spider-Man rescued kids or something, or like cops say Spider-Man rescued kids in one of them. But yeah, I think all in all, don't watch this.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Like, it's not bad. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm having a
Maybe listen,
miserable time.
like, watch it at 2x speed, maybe.
Yeah, just watch it as fast as you can. But yeah, it's not like, because there's like, sure, we have the context ourselves, but if you watch this on its own, you'd be confused. If you didn't know
Yeah.
anything about Spider-Man or like Gwen's
Like,
death
oh,
or
I just want to
anything,
watch a fan film.
like if you just put this on for someone who knew nothing, they'd be confused for the most part. Because there's no context behind any of this.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's weird.
I got really confused when all of a sudden he was just watching after some random kid. I was just like, what's the deal here? It took me a while to realize that was terminally ill kid. I thought he was just like doing like a babysitting type gig, just like, hey.
Do you need a superhero to watch your kid? Hire me. That'd be fucking funny.
Like, Miles, why did you set this up as a service on the app? I'm not supposed to be getting calls to do this.
Also,
But you answer calls to go get cats out of trees. That's different.
I think the kid actor, like for Tim, wasn't too bad because obviously he's a kid for
Yeah.
a fan film. But those scenes, it was too long. It was like you didn't need all of them.
Uh,
But yeah, this is a movie that you don't need to watch. I will say I like the ending. That feels very Spider-Man. It's like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go to this little away party. Oh no, gotta go Spider-Man. Like, that was good.
I find it funny how his friends, I'm pretty sure, do just know that he is 100% Spider-Man. They just start just like, we'll let you keep that secret to yourself. Which I feel like a lot of the time is how, like, unless it's actually in comics, because then they have to, like, act like the characters don't know. Like, actually.
Peter, where have you
Just
been?
that the reader doesn't think that they know. But it's just like, well, if this was live action, they definitely fucking know.
Especially, yeah, because
This
MJ
was
just
some type of
looks right
show.
at him.
Yeah.
And he was like, alright, time to rip my tie a bit, or loosen my tie, and then leave. I was expecting a scene to have, like, MJ at the end of the alleyway just going, Peter, and he's just in the suit, but no. He's just Spider-Man.
Oh, you know that last scene to where he's, like, sending out a web?
Yeah,
Like,
right at our
towards
face.
you? I, for some reason, just thought, like, there would be nothing coming out, and you go, oh shit.
I was kind of thinking that too. It would be
I
funny.
was thinking, like, god damn it, I want that to happen. The
I
thing
kind of
is
thought
that he'd most likely be fine.
I would have thought he would have pulled the camera to him. That would
That'd
have
be
been
funny.
kind of cool.
That would have been like the icing on the cake for the VFX.
Yeah, just. But yeah, I mean, it has great VFX. Of course. They did great. I love those. As said, uh, Julian Powell and Sean Thomas Reed and John Salandria. I think they were pretty good. Mariah Brooklyn, she was alright. I didn't feel like she was too great of an MJ or too bad of an MJ. I think she was fine. And Warden Wayne did a horrible job as Peter.
You know the parts where, like, you have like little bits of scenes of Gwen with her hair up?
Yeah.
wonderful. Like, perfect look of Gwen.
Yeah, I think like I think she is probably my favorite of the ones because she looks it and she acts good in it. Like Sean Thomas Reed, like sure I don't really have a specific look for Harry, but like he kind of is a bit off, you know. But he acted great.
Yeah.
Also, I like the writing for Flash. That was a good little storyline, like common thing where they were like bullies on their friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't watch this. You don't need to. Um, it's literally there's episodes of Spider-Man cartoons that are like this that are better that you can watch. I do recommend watching the VFX scenes though, because I think those were pretty fun to watch.
Just need to find them.
Sure, of course, again, they're not like amazing. Don't be like, oh, this is gonna be the best VFX Spider-Man scenes I've ever seen, because they won't be, of course. But for what they are, for being in a fan film of only having 100,000 total, it is good. They are good. And yeah, support VFX teams. And the Marvel ones hopefully can unionize, and hopefully other ones can unionize. But yeah, that's all. You know, I'm gonna give it a reject because it's pointless, and the director and main actor are bad people, or were bad people. Maybe they are growing, but even if you did that before, still not good. Especially because it didn't seem like they were like fully kids or anything. They were like adults still, I think.
That type of thing is hard to come back from.
Age. How old is Warden Wayne? I guess, Warden Wayne was born in 2000, so he's 22. So that's, I guess, kind of fine. Like, because when you're a kid, you are a dumbass. Age. Oh, he's. What the fuck? Gavin Konop is 18?
He is?
What the Okay, well, 19 now. He was also born in 2004.
So he's been a kid.
Huh. Now I kind of want to try to figure out when they made those tweets, but I don't want to fully find it. I don't know. That whole situation's kind of iffy with the tweets and comments and stuff they made. But still, they made them. So, yeah. Also, yeah, this is pointless, and I feel bad for the people who crowdsourced it. I kind of feel bad for wasting both of our times watching this. Because, yeah, the things that are good aren't worth watching the 2 hours worth. Like, I don't, like, you know, I could just go see the VFX shots. And it's not like I'm gonna go try to find anything that fucking the two good actors are in. If they're even in anything. Let's see. Because now I am gonna look at it. Union Powell. She's only in this and a podcast of one episode.
Nice.
We should have her on this podcast.
No, we should not.
Why not? Yeah, did you not like her as Gwen?
I wouldn't say that. I would just say I don't see the reason why.
You can see what she thinks of it.
Right.
Oh, and same thing for Sean Thomas Reed. Spider-Man Lotus,
Also, just
and one
of that
episode of
podcast.
that podcast.
Nice.
So for the fact that on IMDb they don't have any other credits and they were still pretty good, that's great.
Good job.
Warden Wayne.
I wonder if they do any theater.
Yeah, that's true. They could have done, like theater stuff. Warden Wayne, he does have other things here. He was in Transformers Hereafter for an episode. 2017 cartoon. That's weird. I don't like how he was in like a proper thing.
What was he in again?
Transformers Hereafter.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that is, so I don't really give a shit about it.
Well, it's Transformers, so it's something. Unless it's like not a proper thing. Oh wait, I think it's just a YouTube thing. Never mind.
Ha ha ha.
Is this just like a stop motion thing with like toys?
It is. It very much is. Hey 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 hey. Oh my god. I'm looking at the pictures for this. This looks bad. What the fuck? Judgment is here. What a wonderful picture.
I'm so 6 years ago. Okay. Still, 2 months ago was the latest one. The season finale for season 4 was 2 months ago.
Looks bad.
It still looks bad. See, I saw Transformers, so I'm like, oh, he was in an actual thing. He was in All Stars, because it also says it's a TV series, not a YouTube fucking series. All Stars interviewing entertainers big and small around the world who deserve being titled All Star. Okay. This has. Oh shit. Okay. Alex Griffin. He's in Superman Lotus. He's the kid that stayed. Jordan, I think. He was on an episode of this.
Weird.
And Wayne T. Carr, that guy looks familiar. He was on this. But it seems there's only two episodes of this in total, and I think, well, no, I guess not. Wait, what?
Alex Griffin?
Yeah.
Is the name?
Yeah, that's the name of the actor. There's 27 episodes.
I don't think that's who you think it is.
It is.
It is?
This photo's Garfin. Not Griffin.
Oh, Garfin. Okay.
Alex Griffin. That's another name I realized. No?
Alexander Garfin.
He was on this podcast that also had Gavin and Wayne on it. Oh, and Jordan Elsas, who is the kid that left.
Yeah.
I want to find a bit more information on Hollister's. But yeah, that's cool. Those two are people we know. And I like Alex Garfin. I don't really have anything really to say about Jordan. Okay, so I guess Warden doesn't really have anything either. He has stuff like showing up here, sure. That's about it. He was in a short called A Stark Reality. So there's that. He played Adam. So he has one more act. No, wait. True Detective he was in. Uncredited. There's no way. What? Male high school student. He was in 2 episodes in like the background or something. DLC. But yeah, don't watch this. Don't go out of your way to watch it. It's not worth it. Anyways, reject.
Oh, yes! 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 Sorry. You can play as Bebop and Rocksteady now. Well, whenever this comes out.
Yeah, you also
And
reject.
Usagi Yojimbo. Yeah, reject.
Yeah, okay. Well, now it's time for Suggest or Reject. Do you have anything?
No.
Well, I have 2 things.
I didn't really do much of anything.
Yeah, you never do much of anything, and you don't even have a job.
Yeah, it sucks. Wait. Wait.
What?
Can you?
Get
Or
a
am I
job?
just not sit? You might be able to play a Shredder. From what this looks like here at the end, he's the only character-like person on the screen, and he's fighting the Foot Clan.
Buggers. Well,
that's
am gonna
exciting as
continue
fuck.
on with what you're saying. I watched TMNT Mutant Mayhem, which is a very fun and good movie. Animation's nice.
Oh,
The cast is
yeah.
nice. It's very fun. I suggest it. I like it a lot.
I
Can't wait to talk
suggest
about
it too.
When you watched it?
Yeah.
Alright, next week, TMNT Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah. But don't you remember me sending you that I was ready for the movie and I had my Ninja Turtle stuff on?
Well, you said that, but you were then also sent a photo of you playing like a game, so I'm like, alright, I guess it's just...
No,
about
that was like the little preview things that they had set up.
Oh, I'm not... Yeah, no. See, I thought you just were like ready for the movie. Like ready for TMNT, and then we're just gonna play the game because you can't watch the movie.
No. I was there that night watching it.
No, so that means you did have something.
I guess so. I just kind of forgot about it for some reason because, like, it wasn't like the topic of the episode that I was just thinking, like, oh, it's not important to him. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's good. I don't really fully remember what happens. It's Fly. He becomes a super fly.
Ice Cube, Superfly.
Yeah, it's very fun and a very entertaining movie. And the cast is
Yeah.
great. And this
People
story's great.
People are complaining about the way the humans looked. I like the way the humans looked.
I mean, I can see why people had a problem with it, but I liked it.
I think it fed into the way that, like, Splinter was projecting humans to be, of which they were definitely that way throughout most of the movie, is that they looked like monsters more than the turtles looked like monsters. And I felt like that fed into how we were supposed to perceive humans. Because a lot of the time, if you put a human and they look like a regular person, then you kind of feel bad for them whenever they're there. Like, unless they just look stereotypical villain-like. Of which, giving them, like, monstrous-looking faces like they did helps.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really have too big of a problem. I can see where people had a problem with it, but I can't.
Just thought they looked gross. I feel like there was a good enough reason to have them look like that. I feel like in the second movie, they'll tone it down a little bit as they're discovering how being in an actual, like, civilization feels like. And getting attacked by the Shredder. Shredder's gonna look disgusting, I hope.
He's gonna look horrific. Yeah, that was a good movie. I don't really want to talk too much about it, because I don't fully... I can't. I watched it at the beginning of the week. I can't. My brain can't comprehend it. Plus, also, that's not the topic of this episode. No spoilers of it, but suggest heavily. Great movie.
I suggest it heavily for sure.
Then I also
I enjoyed
watched
it
The
a lot.
Nice Guys, which is a great action comedy with Ryan Gosling.
With Ryan Gosling.
So, of course.
You watched a lot of Ryan Gosling.
I love Ryan Gosling.
Yes, you did.
But no, it was really good. I'm trying to look it up real quick. It's on Netflix right now, in America at least.
Nice.
And Ryan Gosling's a private detective with Russell Crowe. That's who the guy is. He's like he's a little rough him up kind of guy. He's like, hey, you're looking into this? I got paid for you not to look into this. But then they have to team up to find this guy because Russell Crowe gets attacked. So Russell Crowe's like, all right, never mind. I beat you up, but let's go try to find this person. And yeah, they bond and stuff. Betty from Spider-Man Homecoming, she is Ryan Gosling's daughter in this, and she's really fun in this movie. Yeah, it's good. I recommend it. Ryan Gosling's great. The humor's great. The action's great. I just found this a very just fun movie to watch. So yeah, I recommend this. Go watch it right now. Theo, go watch it right now. Start watching it right now. What'd you think of it? Oh, Keith David was in it. Okay, well that's all I have. I only had those two things.
This fucking trailer released a month ago. And all that they ever but is that it's releasing this year, the fucking DLC. I want it now.
Well, this just in. Upcoming news that we're getting right now. It's out right now, just for you.
Download it now.
Theo. If you're not Theo, you can't. You have to wait 10 years.
I want us to do a run as Bebop and Rocksteady.
Okay.
I want to do that.
Across the Spider-Verse score will release on a double vinyl set on November 17th. Ooh. I'm gonna get another vinyl soon. It'll be Barbie, Spider-Man.
Barbie, Spider-Man.
And whatever the fuck my mom had.
Barbie, Spider-Man.
But yeah, you should get outro Theo. It's outro time.
It's an outro.
That is so totally factual. It is an outro. Hi, outro Theo.
An outro. Hello.
Are you on your meds?
Meds.
I'm gonna take that as a no. That sounds like you're very psychotic.
Oh. This has been the Idotic Podcast. I'm gonna take a drink of some Gatorade.
I have Gatorade right here. I haven't opened it yet, but I have it. It's great.
Nice. I got the Glacier Cherry.
Come.
Jesus. 1 second.
Jesus is fucking Jesus.
This is loud.
Holy shit. That's crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. I liked to be in a room. A rubber room. Rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy.
I believe that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I was crazy once. I like to be in a room.
Yep.
A rubber room. Rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy.
They definitely did
Crazy. I was crazy once. I like to be in a room. A rubber room. Rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Fuck. What?
No thanks. Don't want to fuck. Just do the outro.
Okay. He is Hypclen. I am not your Theo.
That Theo's dead.
Damn.
Yeah, we killed him. Remember? We killed him at the end of every episode.
That's true.
They have a short lifespan. They're just gonna start melting. Might as well kill them and get rid of the body. Instead of let it melt in that chair.
in this awful, awful chair.
So, yeah.
I get put in a preservation chamber.
Oh no, you're the
after you.
only. See, since you are like demonic, your body doesn't do that. It doesn't melt. It deforms if you don't take your medicine, but it doesn't melt.
Ooh.
You would live. Don't know if that's a fucking good thing or not. But yeah, you stay alive no matter what. You can be out for 10 years, but you'll be fine. Those other Pheos, though, they won't. That's why we don't sell them that many.
Yay.
Yeah, people don't want a melting Pheo. Big mess.
They don't want a puddle?
Don't want a Pheo puddle? Fuddle?
Puddle party?
You guys don't
Puddle
want a puddle
party.
Come on, guys, puddle party. Everyone over to my house. We're having a puddle party. You mean a pool party? No, I can't afford that. Can't afford a puddle.
Puddle, puddle, puddle.
Puddle, puddle. Puddle, puddle.
But
Puddle, puddle.
you can see us next week whenever there's another episode
Of the Idotic Podcast. You can also reach us on Gmail at IdoticPodcast@gmail.com if you want to suggest or reject something. Or if you just want to say hi. Your guys' podcast sucks so bad, I'd rather chop off my left testicle than listen to it.
Just make a podcast, then reject. Although don't call it suggest and reject. That's totally copyrighted. And trademark. Or whatever needs to be done.
Mine.
Dibs.
Dibs. I call dibs. Nose goes. I did it first, so... Yeah, it's mine. If you take it, I will eat your dad's ass.
He doesn't even care if your dad enjoys that type of shit.
I don't.
He'll do it.
And I'll make you watch.
He likes you to watch.
I will cuck you with your own father. So yeah. This has been episode 52. Next week, we will do something. Sure, we can figure something out. Not really sure
Probably.
if something's coming out, or something is out for us to do an episode on, or if we'll just do a topic. I don't know. We could...
Suddenly, Shredder's Revenge gets its update, and it's enough for a topic. Woohoo!
We could do
Somehow.
Guardians 3 if you want, since that is on Disney Plus, and we didn't actually do an episode on it. Or we could not. I don't really care. Actually, no, because that includes rewatching it, which isn't a bad movie. I just don't think I want to rewatch it again.
Again and again and again.
So yeah, I don't know. Next week, I guess we might do something. Or we won't. I don't know. Oh, Secret Invasion's only 6 episodes.
Fun.
I thought it was going to be like 10. It's a lot more palatable. Still don't know if I want to watch it, because I heard it's bad.
Alright.
But yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you all have a good day, or night, or week, or whatever. And if you don't, I won't love you anymore. Just kidding, I'll love you all the same. Good night, everyone.
Which was none.
Oh, damn. To punt or not to punt? And don't hit government officials.